active 1 month out of the year per lum. And tape is rolling, boys and girls.
What month is that?
Easter.
The month, yeah, that's interesting though, because Easter is in a different month every other year, isn't it?
Oh. I don't know, news, I guess.
I don't know religious stuff.
You don't know nothing about the Easter Bunny?
You ain't no Easter bunny, that's for sure.
Oh, hell, the Easter Bunny. Get down on your knees. It's the Easter Bunny.
Alrighty, boys and girls, quiet on the set.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame last.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz, and it's all my fault.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own random wacky news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to the show today, everybody. Thanks for joining us. For the record, today is Monday, June 19th, 2017, here inside Shroud Avatar as we eagerly await release 42, is it?
I think it's 43.
It's 43.
43, that's right. Coming up in approximately, I don't know, a week and 3 days still.
Hey, and don't forget, next month would also be the story completion.
Story completion. That is right. These guys have been working, banging away. The estimated completion is next month. Now, of course, they don't say whether that's the beginning of next month or the end of next month. But nonetheless, we are creeping slowly towards the final completion there. Final completion, is that proper?
Final completion. No, it's
Something.
double.
It's something.
Oh, positive.
Finally completed that sheep. That's right. Okay. I don't know. But anyway, Is all sorts of interesting stuff going on out there. As of course, we got the AMA is coming up this week. Is that correct? Do we have the date on that?
The AMA is tomorrow.
Is tomorrow.
And that is actually posted in the weekly update.
We'll be covering that here momentarily for the boys and girls.
And then last week we also had some Sketchfab updates.
Yes, I put all those wonderful, and I know Arius was probably creaming in his pants when he saw some of those outfits that I posted, because there was some nice elven work.
Possible.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Now again,
he was screaming in something, but I don't know if he was wearing pants or not.
Yeah. He was screaming Led Zepp's Corn over there.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Go away.
He had all the left over that needed to be creamed. Yeah.
Boo.
Boo. Is that a boo or is that a moo?
Boo? Boo? Boo moo?
Boo moo.
Boo moo. Now, did you see that survey out there this past weekend, Jack?
No.
That a very large percentage of Americans believe that chocolate milk actually comes from brown cows. Something like 15 million people actually believe this. They
must have interviewed 15 million kindergartners.
Oh, that's higher education. That's higher education.
Yeah, no, I think you're just reading Facebook statuses that are just randomly throwing crap at you.
Actually, there was an actual story on this. I followed it. They actually did a survey of 1,000 people. And from the survey of 1,000 people, they were able to glean that about 15 million people actually believe this statistic.
Yeah. So the question was, were those 1,000 people all in Florida?
I don't know. I think they were over in Texas where they raise all the cows.
See, they had to be in Florida or Northern California, one of the two.
California is known for its dairy cows out where Led Zepp comes from. Yeah, maybe it's those coffee-infused cows that starting to give the... No, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Yeah.
See...
But that went with the theory that black cows gave coffee. Yeah, but anyway.
It's the flatulence we have to deal with out here in California.
Yeah.
So we need to get rid of them.
It's all a load of crap. And
I know, but...
Literally.
Right?
I would expect those answers from kindergartners, not from voting members of the public. But that's another story.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
That, or it's like people are like, this survey is so stupid, I'm just going to put whatever on there, and that's how they ended up with those answers.
It's the popular vote, I'm sure.
I can see it happening. It's like, they're going to pay 10
maybe
bucks
that's
to
why
sure.
Maybe that's why we have the politicians that we do have.
Oh no, that's the popular vote we're talking about.
Hey man, I got to tell you, the press gives the president so much crap about tweeting, but the president found a medium that the press can't fuck with. Okay, when he tweets it directly to millions of his followers, and the press can't slant that anymore because it's exactly what he said. They can do what they want all day later on with it, but they can't mess with the original message. I think it's brilliant, personally.
It doesn't make sense. It's all full of WTF.
I'll tell you what, those tweets are loaded and dangerous, and the press falls for it every single freaking time.
There's a list.
Yeah. The media out there is going, well, if Trump would just let this investigation stuff go, well, you know what, media? Take the lead on that. Why don't you all let it go and let it die, and then we'll stop listening to it. But anyway, nobody wants to take the first step, Jack. Nobody
actually
wants to
investigate it and find out that some of it's true.
Yeah.
What is true?
What? You just have to look at Trump's interviews from a few years ago where he's talking about his Russian ties.
Listen, okay. Do you have a bank account someplace? Do you have a bank account anywhere?
Hey, but I don't have millions of dollars to where I'm
have a bank
bailouts
account?
from Saudi Arabia and
Do you
Russian
have a bank
interests.
account? Do you have a bank account? Yes, you do.
Yes.
And you know what? Your bank deals with Russian banks, so you have ties to Russia, okay?
I do not have a business interest in Russian ties, whereas Trump does and did have business ties.
He's
to
got
Russia.
hotels there. Of course he's got business
All right,
ties.
ladies.
You know what? He's the one that has
All
received
right.
millions of dollars from Russians to provide him with solvency. Not me.
Yeah, the American public knew who they were voting in. A Playboy hotel millionaire.
They knew who they thought they were.
Yeah. I know who.
Well, they had no idea who they were voting in because his message changed every 3 seconds.
Yeah, anyway. You ready for the update of the Avatar? I know the rest of the room is.
Okay, so update of the Avatar.
Update of the Avatar.
Number 223. 223. 232.
232
32.
consecutive
223.
weeks.
232. From there,
Dyslexic there this morning?
more like not paying attention to what I'm doing. Instead,
I can
I'm
see that. And
doing other things.
Your shirt blends
I'm drawing
perfectly
things.
with the background of the Shrouded Avatar webpage. So, like, you are now like a floating head in the background.
Hey, I could get rid of the green and blue part of it.
What you caused?
It's not a great color for camera today.
Hey.
It
What
was
about
clean.
the green shirt? That's the
Yeah, I've
wrong
been
color.
wondering about the shirt back there, but no, it looks like a gray shirt.
It's green.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like
it's
you
not
got
the
a
same color
gray
green as my
t-shirt
green
back
screen.
there.
No. Nope.
That's yellow to me.
Nope.
So
we see it.
we do have a new look at Celestis and the rebirth of the Pen of the Avatar without being the Pen of the Avatar. I really think that they're confused by what the Pen of the Avatar was supposed to be. Where it's supposed to be talking about the conceptual aspect of the game. But did you want to watch this video on Celestis?
How long is it? I hadn't actually
Yes.
previewed this one.
45 seconds.
I'm sure it's not too long. Let's cue it up there.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play!
Hey, I'm moving stuff.
Hey, it's like, this is how you place furniture.
Yes.
And unlike you guys, I can just clone things and then do it over and over again.
How easy.
We need a tree right there. Happy little tree.
Happy.
There's some bamboo.
Let's add
Yes,
another tree
we got this
over here.
this forest of bamboo right over here.
Do your town there, Lance?
What's that?
Is that how you do your town?
Yeah,
no. I wish that's how I did my town.
Where's the tools? Where's the tools?
Yeah, so the Pen of the Avatar was originally Stephen Daniele's work on, and discussions about the actual artwork and direction of how things are going. So you would actually have him talking about it, whereas this was just a flyby. I don't know why they brought that under the Pen of the Avatar name. I think including Fletcher's work would be a little bit more of the Pen of the Avatar stuff.
You got me.
Although, I mean, yeah, because like Celestis would be the discussion there would be, okay, this is how we're matching the scene to the region and updating the regional changes and blah 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 blah, and that's what you get from Seawolf's comments where he's like, hey folks, Seawolf here with an update on my current project, the uncloning of Celestis, blah 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 blah. And it's influenced by some national forest park in China where the cultural decor is influenced by feudal Japan. It will feature a new town center and harbor and several gardens, including a rock garden, several koi fish ponds, and a kabuki stage, which can also double as a dance floor. There are a few Easter eggs throughout the scene, blah, 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 blah. And so you do end up... What's an avatar? Don't be avatared.
As commentary in game chat from Liz, this is, we call stuff of the Avatar. Yes, we understand what an Avatar is. TP of the Avatar. Office chairs of the Avatar. So, hence, Pen of the Avatar. But, see...
I'm going to...
I don't know if the new folks know about what was going on before, like you just, commented, Stephen Donnelly doing Pen of the Avatar. Just picking that up and taking that over.
In discussing the actual... like doing 30, 45-minute long sections on discussing why and what the influences are in game direction and how it's all working together instead of like a 30-second drive-by through the scene to actually discuss it. I mean, yeah. One takes a lot more work than the other.
Yes.
A lot of work.
Beautiful scenery here, though, in Celeste.
Celestis. I like the rock. I just want to like go in there and maybe roll around for a little bit.
Looks like a great place to go hang out and maybe throw a party. I don't know.
It's a Japanese sun garden.
Go wandering around. Uh-oh. Up next. Jack's gonna have
chicken
some
dance?
fun with this.
What are you talking about? The making of the Arabella NPC, including the
look at that white creamy face.
Concept.
What?
She's been shrouded in a white glow.
That too.
That too.
Concept. What a concept.
Yes. But you can actually see how this actually goes really well with the existing concept work. And then from there, it's a matter of going with the low poly geo in ZBrush. From there, it's divided into millions of polygons. And begin the process of sculpting the high-res detail. As Ugly Fist UVs the geo and runs it all together through another of his favorite tools called the Substance Painter to get all of his base textures as he texturizes Arabella. Takes a lot of handiwork.
Yeah, I always just... I look at these frames where they do the artwork for the clothes, and I'm just like... It always just really makes me wonder.
What makes you wonder?
Now, who invented a layout like that to do what it does, when you look at that picture is a jumbled mess to most people. Most people wouldn't even know how to make heads or tails of that picture.
I see the pieces. They're all there.
Well, haven't you ever seen like engineering drawings of a lot of things, like including like exploded views and all kinds of other things?
I haven't seen an engineering drawing since high school.
Okay, so you've got, this is the front.
Don't look like that, I'll tell you.
This is a sleeve.
Well, I
Then
understand.
from there,
I
you've got
understand what
bracers.
it is.
You've
Taint
got all
out.
kinds-
There's no taint there. It's missing.
You know what?
I'm sorry, that would be
The
pants
taint.
legs.
The taint is missing.
Hey, taint.
Yeah, it's missing. You see it there? Ain't there.
Well, you need the Sketchfab version to look at the taint.
It's,
Yes, you need the 3D modeling version to see that.
The Sketchfab, so that way you can rotate it to the proper angle in order to get that taint. It taint there.
taint there.
Yes, and as Laz spoiled it earlier, tomorrow is going to be Lord British's Ask Me Anything between 11 and 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
East.
Don't forget that would be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. And that's going to be out on Reddit on the Soda official page. And that can be anything from Seed Invest to rubbing one out in space to, you know what, is it true that this happened? And he'll sit there and say yes or no. So if you have any questions on Reddit, you can go ahead and ask those to Richard during his Ask Me Anything.
So he can
and he
actually
will
ask
respond.
if he saw you drop your pants at Hoblock.
Oh, God.
I don't think he was on stage.
Well, we could ask though, Kim.
Were you on stage?
Wait, he wasn't at the archery competition. Yeah, I don't think he saw that.
I didn't see it either.
Reenact.
Yeah, you ain't
When
got a
I did
picture.
it
Didn't
on
happen.
stage. When I did it on stage, and there was 30, 40 people there. I'm surprised that no one got that on.
I
the
am
closest-
surprised. Yeah.
The closest we came is my boxers, but then when also during that final fencing thing, and I was forced to remove my shirt because it was too baggy, although I shouldn't have had to, just because it was a baggy shirt. Fits well within the rules.
Hitting on the shirt.
Hey, that's part of the thing. I mean, throw your enemy off, and you know what? That was well within the rules. It was just baggier and baggy.
He was wearing the poofy shirt, folks.
Yeah, it was a very, very
If you all seen the Seinfeld episode,
the sleeves, I mean, were so big.
They were
I can't
huge.
even make the gesture on.
could have used that to make a sail, for crying out loud.
Yes, it was pretty much a sailcloth. I was waiting to billow away in the wind. So this Ask Me Anything, don't forget, on Reddit, Richard will answer any kind of question that you're willing to provide him. And he will try to do it. And then if you missed the Seed Invest webinar Q&A, you can always register for the Seed Invest page, and you can access that webinar on their website.
Absolutely.
Or by logging into the GoToWebinar site.
Your chance to go take a look at what they're offering up and own a piece of the pie.
What's the numbers?
$5.
$5.
What are they up to in the investment?
You know, I've been watching that, and I just haven't seen it in the last day or so. It was a pretty large number last I looked. $25 million valuation, though.
Oh, well. Can't talk about that. That's Tombstone.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Wouldn't be prudent.
So,
Say it.
in July, are you going to be at Comic-Con?
I
San
am
Diego?
not.
Why not?
Because it's in San Diego.
Oh, well, Richard and Star are going to be there.
Well, I know that, But,
What?
that's not going to be any fun this year because they're not allowing any weapons in this year. No LARPing weapons, no nothing over some stupid incident that happened a couple of weeks ago. I thought it was on the news. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, and it's like, seriously?
Seriously? One person's got to be a dick and ruin it for everybody. Don't be a dick, people. D-bad.
Well, it's kind of like that guy a couple of years ago that went to a gun convention in Dallas area and tried to shoot it up. Sometimes it's just a
guns
mistake.
to a gun convention? Really?
Yeah, but we don't need to talk about that. Yeah.
But yes, no, not going to Comic-Con out in San Diego, but Star and
yeah. But if you are in the San Diego region and you are thinking about attending Comic-Con, Richard's going to have 2 panels, one talking about space and the other panel is with Star, where they're going to be talking about Shroud of the Avatar. And I don't see it listed here, but Tracy Hickman generally goes to these things.
Tracy hasn't been doing many of these every year now. He is close enough out there to actually hop in the car. But it's my understanding that Tracy doesn't do cons without Laura, and he limits himself these days. But I haven't looked at the list because, again, I'm not going, so I shouldn't talk about that. I know last year, his only appearance last year was at Dragon Con. That much I do know. So one of the reasons why I'm bringing that up. He may only have a single appearance again this year at Dragon Con, but again, I don't know that. I haven't looked that up yet. We're getting close, though. I guess I should start looking into that.
Well, let's see.
San Diego, huh?
San Diego. You'll fit right in. Don't worry about it. Bring your sheep.
Well, he's doing the Salt Lake City Comic-Con.
Well, he lives right there.
Well,
I live in Salt City.
He rolls out of bed and drives down the block, and he's at the con, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Not quite, but yeah.
That and he has been plugging his son's venture with the Void, which is the 3D.
I mean,
3D or virtual reality dungeon run. I kind of like laser tag.
It's
VR
beyond
version.
Laser tag. If I ever get
VR
a chance,
laser tag.
I am definitely going to take a run through it because, this is the future of gaming. I mean, I can see, all sorts of other things done where you can just, possibilities are endless in the void. That's all I got to say.
This is not my beautiful wife.
Right,
But I'll take her.
Coming up on Led Zepp's new favorite scene.
What, the Libris Ruins tour on Friday?
That's right.
Yeah. Sorcerer Steve and Barrick did do a run through it, and then from there, over the weekend, they had pets and property. Yeah. Still think they're making a mistake with the way that they do the weekend sales.
I want to talk about that because I had a discussion over the weekend about this sale, and once we finish this up, we'll get over to that. Another discussion's going on out there again on the proposed combat changes, but again, let's get all this good stuff out.
Well, we have the upcoming calendar with release 43 on the 29th. Then from there, stuff in July. Prism's Grandmaster Tutoring event happened on Saturday. don't forget there was also that run for the Trevor Project and for the Airy Fund. And the role players of the Avatar have their monthly writing contest with 150.
Yeah, we should enter that. I see this contest every month, but do we ever see any winners announced?
They're all announced on the role players of the Avatar website.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why we never see it.
Just don't go to the website. I don't know.
I'm not a
Can't go to everything. Wait.
Only role play in the bedroom.
Why is Led Zepp or why is Liszt saying head crab? What am I missing?
Head crab?
I don't know. I don't know where he's going with that. Something's crawling around.
Oh.
Well, you don't know what a head crab is?
Have you looked at his head?
Oh, I know what he's wearing.
Yeah.
He's a judge.
Nobody else can see that right now. Head crab.
Jack's screen.
What about it?
The judge wig. Well, it's easier if you just examine him. You get a much better view of it.
Yeah, no, it's not. I like to get the full frontal up close.
I especially like the fact that he's wearing the Kabbalist robes in order to cover up everything.
Uh-huh. Take it off. Take it off. I love the fact that he's sitting there next to the 3 nudes. Yeah, that just looks really smexy.
Yeah.
There we go. They give us a little fashion show. You gonna spin around for us, List? Yeah, we have to get.
No, he was giving the nudes the thumbs up, the pirouette.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Damn pathfinding.
What, you can't figure out how to sit in your chair?
Yeah, not without walking halfway across the yard to sit right in my chair in front of me. Yeah,
the path of least resistance.
Yeah, the chair's right there. Avatar wants to walk a half mile. Needs a little exercise.
Try crafting.
Needs a little exercise there.
He's blaming you on making the lot the way it is. List.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't
no
have
problem.
to walk
This is the way
all
you
the way
decorate.
to
You
the
really shouldn't make fun of
radio
the guy that
and
made
back
that.
to sit in the seat that's, halfway up the lot. I don't know, Liz. Yeah.
Hey, just because sometimes I walk circles around my chair in order to sit down.
Yeah. Are you part
We
dog?
just do like the dog
Is that
does
what it
to
is?
make
Yeah.
sure it's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the dog route.
Inspection.
He's got a little Labrador in him.
Pre-operational check. Damn chair.
Alrighty, so we got to scroll back a little bit because I put a couple things in here over the weekend.
You just go to the Sketchfab website.
Well, maybe it's not Sketchfab that I want to go to. How about that?
Well, I wanted to go to Sketchfab because I kind of liked some of the work.
Well, let's get to Sketchfab.
Oh, we're gonna bring up Arius's sex tape that he brought out.
Yeah, I heard something about this sex tape. It didn't go to nudes at NBNN.info, though. I don't know what happened there.
No one ever does that. They just post it. You're asking me to scroll back way too much.
To Saturday. Way too much. Too much conversation in here.
Well, what day am I going to? I guess you're looking for the new changes about death and decay and the bonus. Is that the one you're looking for?
Is Chris's new changes, that one? And then Sadness by Wines. It should be right underneath that.
So you're looking for the Grumpy Weenie?
Well, I think he's got a very valid point here, and of course, I thought it was something we should bring up because I see it quite often. I'm sure anybody else, and I want to know what people think about this one personally.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? You just told us.
Jack to get it up. Yeah.
Well, which one are we doing first?
Get it up.
Which one are we doing first?
Just the one from Wines because that's
Weens.
freaking easy.
It's
Weens, Wines.
Weens.
I don't know.
As in weenie.
Weenie.
Weens. Yes.
Weens. Wines.
It is weens,
Wiener.
not wines.
Wiener.
Although he does wine a lot,
Well,
but it's
hello.
weens.
Hello.
Hey. So what he's doing is he's talking about coming into Deep Ravenswood, going out and
He's
exploring a little
very
bit,
sad.
trying to kill something when everything there is dead.
Running around?
Well,
Yes.
apparently, of course, and I've seen this a lot. You want to go out, you get yourself geared up, you're ready to go hunting, you enter a scene, and you go over and start to do stuff, and, well, what do you find? A bunch of dead creatures that you can't do anything to. Somebody has just killed and left all the resources behind, and, of course, that leaves no critters to kill, hence...
And eventually you can harvest them, but it's not immediate.
That doesn't take long.
That's an iffy situation. I've seen situations where, and usually from what I've seen, it's you can harvest the ones that other critters have killed. If you go into a scene and you see a skeleton fighting a wolf, and the skeleton kills the wolf, you can skin the wolf. But if another player has done it,
Whenever that's happening, I try to make sure that I smack both of them before they die.
before
that way I
they die to
XP
get
from
the
both.
experience. That's right.
Yeah, you're a brave guy. You're brave.
Okay.
He is. Jack hunts in those scenes where he knows they all fight each other, then he waits for them to get about dead, and then he goes, whack.
Yeah.
I do one AoE spell to do a little bit of damage to both of them, and then kill the weakened one. It's called efficiency.
But, yeah.
Well,
The
to me,
point
there's a lot to be said about scene design, resource spawning, and the instances.
Well, the point he's getting to, as I'm understanding it, is that it's to the point where the people who are experienced hunting don't even care about these resources left behind. They're blowing through these scenes so quick that they just want the experience. And again, this is what happens when some other new player comes into a scene. Imagine a newbie coming into a scene looking to do something and seeing this. What is their experience going to be?
That's a ferocious red. Ain't no newbie gonna be able. He don't even want anything to do with that. Okay?
Well, he'll find that out. But yeah, when he walks in there and he goes, "Oh, this is all dead. I can just walk through here." Next time he walks through there and gets ganked,
Well,
yeah.
okay. Like I said, we have to boil it down to a couple of things.
Yes, absolutely.
One, instance-based adventures.
Absolutely.
If a scene is designed for 16 players to be in that scene, it should be impossible for one player to go through and kill everything.
Kill everything like that.
Look
Ever.
at those mobs.
Two?
No. Look.
When a scene is completely wiped, it should be... I have so many problems with like instance-based... the design that was... I don't even know where I'm going.
Sounds like you might need to start your own game company.
Well, yeah. Well, no, because I'm going back to earlier comments that they have said how they are supposed to actually be doing the spawning later on, and that things were supposed to come in waves. And so you kill one portion, you're only supposed to ever see like 1/3 of the possible spawns ever. But it's not supposed to spawn in the same spot.
Correct.
And the spawners still are in the same spot. And so what they were supposed to do is like come through the curtains and start spreading out from there. And so it's like a new set of monsters coming into the scene and spreading out. And it's one where it was actually supposed to make it every time you enter a scene, it is a completely different scene.
The spawn
There's not
would
going
be
to
more
be
dynamic, absolutely.
Yeah, the dynamic spawners that have never really made it very pervasive into the game. Some scenes have some dynamic elements of them, but it's really not like, okay, you killed all the humans right here, and then like 6 minutes later, you know what, you end up with humans on the other side of the map as they're coming through and start killing everything. And you end up with, you know what, the bears and the wolves are going at it, or the bears and the humans are going at it. You know what, let's introduce some kobolds into the mix and see what happens. And the dynamic spawns haven't really happened. We still end up with most scenes with a relatively static spawn, and it's one where people do not have a reason for. I've got my hunting path. I'm going to just keep on circling back.
Wolves.
I'm not even addressing Weens's point about like the need for the grind, but then when you go into, say, a solo or party scene, so it's not a common scene, those shouldn't actually respawn.
Complete the scene. It's done. Move on.
Exactly. And when I say it shouldn't respawn, that includes resources. So you know what? You go into a mine, you kill all the monsters, you start harvesting. As soon as that harvest is done, you got to exit the scene.
And then when you go back into the scene again, is it empty?
Load times.
It should have a different set of spawns.
Wow.
Should be more dynamic, like the overworld
Definitely much
scenes?
more dynamic. Well, no. Well, it's the same dungeon, but it's a different set.
I understand that, but if you're on the overworld, you know, you could have a wolf pack at one point, you could have a bandit pack at another point, you could have a skeleton pack at another point. Yeah. I would like to see more of that in a place like Ravenswood.
Yeah. Well, you definitely need. I mean, the dynamic spawns needs to be seriously addressed. It needs to be a lot more complicated.
Yes, we need more man-bear pigs.
Man-bear pigs?
Man-bear pigs.
Puppy monkey baby.
No, man-bear pig is much better than puppy monkey baby.
You think so, man-bear pig? Better than puppy monkey baby?
Yes, it is.
Movie. What are we at?
I love that today's theme is TV shows, theme songs.
TV shows.
Theme songs. Well, or even movies, because we've had Superman, now we've got Star Trek. What else has he played? Those are the only two that I remember.
Power of Love.
Jimmy
Edwards.
Yeah.
Power of Love.
But anyway, he brings up a very good point in the topic, and again, I don't understand that. Again, you're right. It should be a point where if somebody doesn't, and this used to be, I loved it. Stealing people's kills. You used to be able to go out and gank somebody else's kill.
Well, as we get more of a population in here, that's going to be much more pervasive, and that's why we end up with people hunting all day long in friends only or single player online, so that way they have the scenes to themselves. And
right?
But those are the same people that sit there and run the exact same scene for 8, 10, 12 hours at a time.
And over and over, yes.
Yeah. And it's one where it's like, okay, that means that the XP grind is way too excessive. When you add on to that decay, you end up with something that's a huge negative. Even though Chris is trying to balance that out a little bit, but
yeah, and on
they're
that
gonna
topic,
they're gonna have to get rid of decay eventually.
we're gonna have to table this other topic, Chris's new changes about decay, most likely till tomorrow, because I'm looking at the
You act like we have a huge calendar today.
Come on.
Well, there's only I don't know, 6, 8, 10 pages of this to yeah.
I'm only gonna worry about.
Well, see, we can't just worry about the main topic on this one, because there's a lot of valid points that people make back and forth here. And again, I believe this is the time to actually get this discussion in. Huh?
Decay is stupid.
Well,
Decay is going to disenfranchise a large majority of the players. It already has. Yeah.
Another thing, please fix our light sources. A month's worth of gameplay dead because I have no damn light source. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say.
You could have grabbed a torch, man.
Just grab a light.
My pledge reward should be working. Okay, I don't use a torch. I can't stand the light spell. My pledge reward broke. I believe it should have been a quickly addressed bug. But no, a month's worth of useless gameplay because I can't see in the dark now. Anyway,
yeah, that's what happens when you don't have Star in the office for you to bitch at.
There's a light spell for you, lads. I'll follow you.
Don't make him change the
You had to put it in his face.
Nah, you just come stood over me.
I know. You had to put it in your face.
Yeah. Stupid ball over the head. I don't know, just
It's night sight, so it doesn't have to be monochromatic.
you and your night sight.
But he wants
What
you
is
to
with your night sight?
He wants you to get meteor showers.
It's green.
He's green.
See, everyone's trying to appease Laz by giving him the shiny light sources.
Yeah. Bite me.
List is even playing with his balls over your head.
See, this is juggling pink balls for Scrota, so I don't want to hear about that.
Are you sure that's for Scrota?
All right, moving right along.
Moving right along, we do have the NBNN app. Don't forget that you can always download that on any of the available app stores. That's the Amazon
Google
App Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Google Play Store.
That's right.
So for all of your electronic devices, you can download the NBNN app, which has all the best links to all the best things related to Shroud of the Avatar, including the community calendar, which is quietly curated by that man over there.
I'm curating the calendar.
That's right. It is an aggregate of all of the available calendars that Laz has been able to find. And if you have a Google public calendar that is related to Shroud of the Avatar and you would like those events added, you need to email news at
for your convenience.
news@nbnn.info.
And don't forget.
Do you want to say anything else?
Yes.
Don't forget to send in interrupt my spiel. Yeah.
What's that? What's the ad there?
Send those to nudes at nbnn.info for consideration in the NBNN year-end calendar. So yes,
buds on the calendar.
Hopefully, be available Christmas season.
And nudes of your sheep don't count, Led Zepp.
Those buds on the calendar there. What is that? Those plants. What the hell is that?
Yes, that's 3 plants to remove deep fat. You smoke that, you'll remove a lot of deep fat. Right out of the bag of Oreos.
So if you go to nbnn.info, you can always click on the calendar button at the top. Don't forget a huge list of calendars that Laz has already curated. All times on the calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time because clothing is always optional in game.
That's right.
Today is Monday, June 19th, and today at 12 and 6, around the clock, two idiots are on WRFB.
WRFB.
Interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with Us. At 2 o'clock this afternoon on Avatar's Radio, Grumpy Old Gamer is taking the alternative route.
Taking the
At 7 p.m. You need to go out to the Pub of Extraordinary Thought out in Verret Chaos for a weekly open role-playing event. Don't forget, you need to be in character.
Open.
Or use the OOC for out of character. Because all great adventures
Can I
begin.
be a closet role-player?
Yes, you can be. If you need lessons on that, you can.
Remember that?
You can. No? What? What?
First time I saw that in a game, I was like, "Oh, see, what the fuck are you talking about, man?"
See, I was never a huge role player, so
Yeah, well, and you know, because I went about just being myself, and it's like, what's OOC? Oh, well, what's out of character? I've been out of character the whole time, pal. I don't know what the hell you've been talking.
Yep. My in-character personality and my out-of-character personality are oddly similar.
Yes, quite.
At 7 p.m., also on the Ether Amplifier, you can tune into WRFB.
WRFB, while you're out there. At
for the 70s at 7.
That's right.
At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Killy's doing Monday nights. At 9 p.m., the Order of Vengeance is having their guild meeting in the town of Vengeance. And the final event of the evening is going to be on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the record room. And that's the calendar for this June 19th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. I don't know. Are you hitching, Spiff, or is it just a song?
That's the way the song goes. Yeah.
I think that's the song.
Well, there are some songs, and I gotta ask that because I can sort of hear it. But, okay, let's not forget, of course, this month, the Airy Fund is out there supporting the Trevor Project for prevention of LGBTQ suicide teen prevention. And, of course, you can donate to the cause by going out to theairyfund.org. All donations are 100% tax deductible. And, of course, there's some great swag that you can get while you're out there helping save a life and helping a good cause and getting yourself some great in-game and out-of-game swag at the same time. So don't forget, throughout the month of June, this is going to be happening again. So look for the events. Arius has got his 48-hour live stream coming up this weekend, is it? Or is the end of the month? End of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month. And he's got a sign-up sheet and information out there. If you need more information, come on into the Discord. We'll get you off to the proper locations, or just reach out to Arius, and I'm sure he doesn't mind getting touched every once in a while. And let him know you're interested. We're going to be holding that hopefully all here on NBNN. But get with him because he's going to be handling all the particulars of that 48-hour live stream for the Area Fund and the Trevor Project. So, of course, don't forget SodaCon Austin 2017 happening this October in Austin, Texas, the 13th through the 15th. And, of course, this is your chance to go down and sit and do a couple of developer panels, ask questions, get to know the team, find out a little bit more about what's going on, and, of course, get to rub elbows and have some good times with your fellow avatars. So for more information on that, go out to sodaconaustin.org. You can purchase tickets out there. Tickets are still on sale. Get them while they're still on sale. Don't forget, cloaks available for that event. Cloaks available for the Erie Fund. And, of course, cloaks are available for Hoblock. All these outside events have cloaks associated with them. So for all you collectors out there, do not forget, we told you about them, so if you didn't get them into your collection, it's not our fault. Don't want to be held responsible for that. What are you doing? You're just waiting for your cue, ain't you?
Nope.
I'm going to have to put you off camera while you're waiting for cue.
I'm waiting for you to go through our sponsors.
Well, again, we're working on that. Or haven't you been listening?
And I was going to tell you that they killed some pictures off of Sketchfab.
Yeah, well, I bet you we've got copies of them.
Right after I looked at one of them, the others disappeared.
Yeah, not the first time I've seen that happen. Is I get them out in my notifications, and I get to share them, and then people go back and go, "Oh, I don't see them." As well, that's why you stay tuned to our Discord, because we post that stuff here first, and if it goes bye, you won't see it again. Anyway, we're gonna
I already saw them, so.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. And again, two of them look like repeats to begin with, just different variations.
Well, they just changed. Yeah, they just changed the pattern.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say the gambeson on top of the chain armor was a mistake.
Well. Anyway, moving right along, we're going to thank all our sponsors out there. We're going to thank the good folks over at the Novia Lottery. Novia Lottery happens every Sunday. Go out to Minewint, check out ASO Wonder, and the lottery goes off. Whether all the tickets are sold or not, lottery does roll over these days, is my understanding. And, of course, ASO digs into his bank of goodies to give out secondary prizes for those folks attending out there and joining in the Novia Lottery. So go check out the Novia Lottery out at Minewin. Of course, GrimeyTraders.com. You want to start your own auction? Go to GrimeyTraders.com, and you too can start your own auction, sell your goods. BMC wants you to come on down to Market Road and check out all their vendors and get your crafting on. Located in the Quell region, just off of the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience as well. The good folks over at Auchenshire Markham Farms, the official sponsors of NBNN, for your wholesale cotton reagents, vegetable, ale, and more. Located in Dawn's Keep, just south of Central Brittany, and also on the Shroud Marketplace for your shopping convenience. SodaMap.com. SodaMap is truth so much they put it in game. Jacob White, we've been a great supporter since the beginning, and we're glad they finally put him in game. Always happy to give him a shout out, as he was one of our early supporters, and we were one of his. So, great work by Jacob White. Don't forget to sign up on his website. You can do all sorts of interesting things. RelicsByRild.com. Relics by Rild for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want t-shirts, you want hats, you want patches, you want bumper stickers, you want coffee mugs, you name it, Rild's got it, and he'll sell it to you. And if you want to save a couple bucks when you check out, use the promo code NBNN, and you'll save 10% when you check out at RelicsByRild.com. And last but not least, of course, the ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, tell the boys and girls about the marketplace, please.
Well, over the weekend I did talk to a couple of vendors about Shroud Marketplace, and they were adding items, they were selling gold, they were doing all kinds of stuff, and they were having a blast. And if you're looking for some artifacts, ASO Wonda's decided to put up some artifacts up on Shroud Marketplace. You gotta love that. Guy's a sponsor. He's got taken over the radio on. He's got the Novia lottery. This guy's going to be hustling all over the place.
He's a wonder, man.
I know. It's a wonder that he's getting all this stuff done. So if you're looking for cheap artifacts, you can always check out Asa Wonders with Asa's Wonders on Shroud Marketplace, which also includes like deeds, lots, artifacts, all kinds of stuff. Then after the show last week, how's it actually pronounced? Rhiannon was yelling about my mispronunciation of her name, and it's like, I didn't listen to.
You mean like wines?
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Occasionally we butcher things around here.
Occasionally. Do we really?
Well, you do it intentionally.
Well, yeah, thank you. Do we really?
Yeah.
Or is that scripted? By the way, there is no script to this show, folks.
Yeah.
There is.
It's kind of like script. You saying Mimi for a year. It's like, no, man, it's a meme.
Meme.
I love those memes. It's like, no, they're memes, man. No, but also you need to check out Rhiannon's creations on Shroud Marketplace, just because she's selling gold. And
all right, let's wrap it up, people.
Selling gold.
What? Leaf shield.
Jeez.
All kinds of stuff.
Did somebody
available.
give this guy a contract?
I don't know.
Right.
I have no idea. All kinds of stuff on Shroud Marketplace. If you're interested in buying or selling, just register for an account. And if you're interested in selling your stuff, go ahead and click on the vendor registration on the left-hand side. Anything game-related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. And you know what? That means it's time for us to actually talk about the most important people around here.
That's actually right. Time for us to wrap it up.
Yep. The most important people around here are you.
You guys out there.
Yeah, thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
We
can do a show without you guys, and we do it for you.
That's right. Thank you guys. We love you guys. We'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on NBNN Inside Shrouded Avatar. We'll be back with more tomorrow, folks. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Where's my $2?
What nude sports are we going to be engaging in? I heard nude sports. Where's the nude sports?
Nudes.
Nudes.